I've been fighting this thing for a while now. I have to hurry, the battery's about to die on the camera. I got a bad coil. So it's rigged up with battery ignition right now. I gotta check an engine out in the part shed and then a couple engines, see if I have a coil. If not, well, I may still do it. Buy a new coil off of eBay, like $87. This is the carburetor off of that one. So, yeah, I tried looking around. I can't find the muffkin that I wanted to put on it for temporary, but whatever. I'll continue on this tomorrow, guys. Thanks. Okay, now I'm pretty sure we got the engine sorted out, close to being done. Now it's time to start working on the clutch. The engine needs a little bit of stuff left, like exhaust, points cover put on, air cleaner, oil change, stuff like that. So, got a bunch of tools down here because I was gonna try to work on this a little bit the other night. So basically, this part, let me think. Yeah, this part spins constantly, and this part doesn't. And it's froze. Now, there is one other way to do this. And I'm going to try it this way first. Okay, so let's try seeing the other way. Yeah, this ain't big enough. I don't think I have a bigger pair. I got an idea. Hold on. Okay, guys, so I got the clutch freed on accident. I just took everything off right here, then screwed these two longer quarter 20s in. Then I held this and pried down. So now the clutch can spin free. So we still have to get this off. So yeah, what I'm looking for is right in front of my face. Because you want to clean up the surface. So basically, this lever here, when you push it in, it's supposed to lock against the there and seal, lock it up. So we now have a working clutch to a certain extent. This one was easier than the 63. And I also have to see how much wear is on this thing. Because if there's a lot, I do have another clutch. From a 65. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a drill and a wire wheel and go around there. Okay, guys. Let me make sure I didn't bump you. Whoops, there goes the torch. I bent those. Yep. Bent those good. Throw those over on the floor. I'll get them up with the magnet later. I'm looking to see if I have something stronger other than grade 2. and that's why those bent. Grade 2 is basically like a shear bolt or a shear pin. It's very close to the shearing strength. You have to also work on that. These are also grade 2. I don't think I have any better grades right now. Okay. Do like that. Then get close. There we go. We broke it. Threads look, oh, there's a smash part right there, but it's okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something. I know what I'm gonna have to do. The proper thing to do is get a thread file on it. Fortunately, I don't think I have one. Alright guys, I got it moving. So, the tricky part is to get this belt, or not belt, but this handbrake out of the way. And unlike my buddy's Casey's, there's no quick release. This is a 61 and this is a 62. And I can see we got rust back there. And the disc, it's worn. I'll have to look at it closer. This clutch setup is way different from Casey's. Well, the adjuster is. Okay. So that's off. And we can see it needs polished. Clutch. It's still serviceable. I can run it. Now the real question is, I'm gonna have to sit up for a second. Gonna have to put some lube, probably tip this over a little bit. Find something to lean to where I'm not gonna make a mess, and pop that clutch out. Now, there's a pin that should practically fall out. It wouldn't practically fall out on the 63. But there should be a pin that falls out. Is it moving? No, she's not. Let me get a better punch. Floor's a mess. I gotta clean that up. Problem is, you go from this project and it's like, holy crap. I mean, to popular disbelief, I do clean this shed. You just can't tell, because practically every time I turn around there's a project in here and stuff's everywhere. So it's very hard to keep clean. Come on, I know I had one not long ago. I thought I put it away, but it's not in the drawer where it's supposed to be. There we go. probably the one I'm looking for. There we go, it's moving. That's it, get the punch, knucklehead. Try not to nick the threads. See, that's a roll pin right there. So now this should pop her off. Actually, you know what? Oh, we take trying to think. I do have other options. You want to get this off so you can get the shaft lubed up and inspect your ball bearings on the back side. So let me play around with that a little bit. Okay, so we got it on its side. Okay, now we need to get a rag, wipe that down. And see if we can get this off. Okay, so now, this washer, it's got to go up against the ball bearings. Now all this needs to be cleaned up. There's bearings down in there, and they look alright, but I'm just going to push some grease down in there and put the, after I clean up everything, and then put this back on. It's wore down, but I mean, you see there's a lip here all the way around, and those are the rivets. I mean, it'll work for a while, but eventually it will need new friction material. So, object is to get it running and going. So, I'm going to clean this all up, and then we'll put some grease down in there and put the washer back in and put it back together, and we should have a working clutch. Alright, so I got the clutch back on. So we need to okay, we need to put this on, and then we can adjust it. Oops, backwards. So the older David Bradleys, 61 and on back, had a different clutch setup. There was more of an adjustment to them. It's the same purpose, just different way, and there was more of a fine adjustment, whereas this one does not have fine adjustment. Okay, so okay. So the object is to have it like so. Okay. Alright. We'll fine tune it once we get it going. But this is close enough. I will have to adjust it later down the road after it runs a little bit. We still have other stuff to do, like I have to find another one of these idlers. So we will have to come back to that area after it gets running on its own. I still have to clean up the crank, put the pulley on, put belts on, change that idler. I am going to put ag tires on the back of it, so I'm going to put one on back now. So and I'm also going to do something else. So, where is it? Right here. We're going to put even though we still have to do the idler, we're going to have to put the 5/8 by 70 belt on. And it goes like that, and then it goes up to the variator. Like so. Then we have to put the reverse belt on. Now this reverse belt isn't staying on. I just want to, you know, get this thing running and driving. We will put a different reverse belt on. I got a brand new one somewhere. But yeah, it's getting close. May have it running around Wednesday night or Thursday night. Hello guys, this is the next day. This is the start of another video. So, I already did it, but I went down there, took the fan gear off and spun it around so it'll steer. So, that's we'll fix for right now. I just noticed they have a nail to hold that castle nut. So, I'm gonna have to find out from my buddy if this weekend if we can mess with the steering column or not. So I'm going to get started on the engine, pulling it off. I'm going to try to get the pulley off. I still have to figure out what I'm going to do with an exhaust. I am going to see if I can't get a muffler about this size and length, like from a farm store or something. I have to figure out something that's going to slide over 1 inch pipe, so we'll figure it out. But so I'm going to go ahead and pull this engine. You guys don't need to see that. It's very easy to do. So, okay guys, I got the engine sitting on the frame. I fixed the recoil. It's still not perfect. Got spark out of it. Checked the carburetor. So, you know, I still have to tighten the engine down. So, you know, it's coming along. So just do it little by little and yeah, we'll get it. So I still have to come up with an exhaust. So there'll be more updates. Okay, I got the engine bolted down and the thing started leaking gas all over the place when I turned it on. I had the carburetor off a little bit ago, but I didn't go into it. I thought, it'll be okay. Well, the float seemed to be working while it stuck. So, it's pretty gunky down in there. I'm going to clean it all up and we'll put it back together and see if we can get it to not leak. The float was gunky. The needle looks fine. I'm going to take a Q-tip down the seat and we'll see if we can get it to quit leaking. I did have it popping on spray, so this engine should run. It's getting compression more I pull on it. Because, like I said, this engine was locked up. So, and plus, other people are going to say it, I didn't put a new head gasket on when I swapped the heads. Yes, I know that is not right. Later on, I plan on doing a head gasket to it. But this is a preliminary inspection of an engine. These older engines, you can get away with changing the head without changing the head gasket sometimes. And I didn't see any leakage, so, you know, because the head gaskets were made better. So, now if you order a head gasket for this, you're going to get the graphite one that falls apart when you pull it apart. So, you know, it is what it is. We will get it back together. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with the exhaust yet, but we'll go from there. Recoil's working more and more as I pull on it. I think we had a bad condenser, because when I swapped the condenser it started sparking better. So, but later down the road I plan on putting points in this. We still have to do the tune-up to the 63 and the other hub and change the reverse belt, and one other belt is starting to go, and it was a cheap belt anyway, so I'll have to place another order for another belt for the starter generator on the 63. I have to remember what size it was. But alright guys, let me get the Q-tips and stuff like that and get a brush to clean that out, and we'll get it back together.